Hello and welcome to my channel and welcome to another reaction review of Game of Thrones Season 6 Episode 4, Book of the Stranger. This is obviously relating to the religion of the Seven and most importantly, death, because the Stranger represents death as far as I remember. Yeah, let's watch the reaction first, all the reaction scenes, and we'll talk about it afterwards. This one, let's go. They've arrived! They've arrived! Oh, this is going to be good. They haven't seen each other in so long. Oh dear, I knew this episode was going to get me. God, when you watch Game of Thrones, you really do bear your emotions on the line, don't you?
There was a battle. Stannis was defeated.
And Shireen, what happened to the princess?
I saw what happened. I saw Stannis' forces defeated in the field.
My lady, I'm Sir Davos Seaworth.
We've met before. I was Kingsguard to Renly Baratheon. Before Renly was assassinated with blood magic.
Oh,
That's in the past.
yes.
Yes, it's
I've
in the
completely
past.
forgotten about that.
Doesn't mean I forget.
That she was after.
He admitted it, you know.
Who did?
Stannis. Just before I executed him.
She's been dying to say that.
People I was trying to climb away from. The beggars in the street, the poor. They were closer to the truth than I ever was.
So what did you do?
It doesn't give you every excuse to force your opinions and beliefs on other people to the point
Out the
of
door,
torture. You've got to shrieve for your sins now, mate.
Come, let's go and see him.
Who?
Your brother.
Dear, you have been stripped of your dignity and authority, publicly shamed, and confined to the Red Keep. What's left to work with?
The High Sparrows seized power knowing full well we bicker amongst ourselves instead of seizing it back. Here we are. Well done to us. Now the future of the Seven Kingdoms rests in his dirty peasant hands. In a few days he'll have a trial for me. But before that, Queen Marjorie will make her walk of atonement.
Oh no. That cannot happen.
No, it can't.
That will not happen.
I agree.
So what are you going to do about
The
it?
largest army in Westeros. He will bring them into the city, stop Queen Marjorie's humiliation before it starts, and take her back into crown custody.
Oh, this is going to be horrible.
They've cleaned you up nicely. You know who I am? You served the Starks.
Aye. They put me in chains and put a sword at my throat. So I served them.
The Starks have been gone for a long time. But you kept protecting Rickon.
He fetched a good price. To the right buyer. I served his family a long time, didn't get no wages. Way I see it, I'm owed.
Be that as it may. Rickon's not yours to sell anymore. He's mine. So what use could I possibly have for you?
I can give you what you want.
And you're sure you know what that is?
Same thing men always want. I mean, they really want it. They give it a bath first.
She's going to stab him, isn't she?
You're a good talker. I like that. You're a much better talker than Theon Greyjoy.
That's so.
I had to work hard to get him talking. But he talked. They all do. He told me everything. All about the Stark boys, who helped them escape, and how she
Johnny, she could have reached that knife quicker. Oh, God, you bastard! So calm. Of course she can't burn. She'll just walk out of there perfectly fine. Oh, that was awesome! Go Daenerys! When she walks out of there, they're just going to fall to their knees. Look at that. Yep. Oh, that is chilling. It reminds me of the, well, the end of the first series, wasn't it? When she became the Unburned and the Mother of Dragons. She's done it again. Fuck, that was awesome. That ending. Right, wow. Just wow. Okay, this is the episode where things started really picking up speed. You can still start seeing where things are leading now. I mean, that end scene with Daenerys becoming the Unburnt again, reaffirming her status as almost God Empress. The things that she's achieved, I can only imagine that these are the things that are going to be remembered in 300, 400 years' time, is Daenerys. Mother of Dragons, Breaker of Chains, Freer of Cities, the Unburned. In the actual Game of Thrones, to be quite honest, I've been rooting for Daenerys since the beginning. But since the beginning, since the all the pretenders, Stannis and Renly, etc., are now down by the wayside. We've got new contenders. We've got Ramsay Bolton, whose ambition is not going to stop at Winterfell. He's already making plans to take Jon Snow out at Castle Black. I think the way he sees it, he's eliminating any would-be pretenders to the lordship of Winterfell, to reaffirm himself as Lord of Winterfell. I mean, he's captured Rickon, or he's had Rickon delivered to him. Bran is missing, presumed dead to most of the world. Jon Snow is being dealt with, or so he thinks. Sansa, as far as he's concerned, is in his pocket and always will be, because she's his wife. And Arya, again, missing, presumed dead by most of the world. She's been living in Braavos for Lord knows how long, and she was on the run before that. So I was really, really happy to get that reunion between Sansa and Jon. Equally more happy that Brienne got to tell Sir Davos exactly what happened to Stannis, and that it was her that done it. It was a marvellous scene. Again, Brienne is one of those characters that I've loved since the moment she first arrived on the scene. Full of honour. I mean, she protected Catelyn Stark. She's been a protector of Sansa, even when Sansa rejected her. She was still there trying to protect her. Brienne is awesome. But then we've got the High Sparrow. Now, the High Sparrow's definitely trying to influence royalty. He can't arrest Tommen and brainwash Tommen. Not directly, not the way he's tried to do it with Cersei, and he's doing it with Marjorie and Loras. And Loras is just losing hope. That was really upsetting. I can't imagine the treatment he's getting. Far worse than Marjorie, I assume. In the High Sparrow's eyes, I can only assume that homosexuality is a crime worse than murder. But then Marjorie, she seems to capitulate. She seems to play along with the High Sparrow, seemingly repentant. And yet when she saw Loras, she was very, very adamant that she wasn't broken and that he had to remain strong. The High Sparrow was using them against each other. He's devious, and he's trying to use Marjorie against Tommen, using her safety to influence Tommen's behaviour and his policies. Cersei seems to be the only one that isn't really falling for it, and that is in a position to do anything about it. And I think that was also a fantastic scene, that she is rallying the troops. Marjorie's grandmother, fantastic woman. She will not stand for it. She's very highly influential. The truth of the matter is, the lands of Westeros are extremely fractured. There's fighting amongst themselves. There's petty civil wars going on all over the place. We've got the Iron Islands and Dorne, where the succession has just... well, there's been rebellions and succession problems. We've got Winterfell under the influence of a usurper. We've got the High Sparrow and all of that going on. And no one is concentrated on the real threat, that winter is coming. That the White Walkers are moving south. The wildlings especially moving south. And nobody in the south seems to realise that this is a credible threat. They're going to be so unprepared, with no armies, because they've all been used up in petty civil wars and battles and lines of succession. It's going to get silly. I think when the wall finally is breached and the wildlings and the White Walkers come into Westeros, there's going to be nothing left to defend the land. Unless Daenerys can get over. Thank you for watching this reaction review thingy-ish. Next episode, episode 5, The Door. And we know what that means, don't we? Until then, catch you later.